I got a really cool package in today, and I finally got a few things that I have been waiting for. I think it's been maybe around a month or so. Yeah, around a month because I ordered them when Anna was gone, and it's just the start of the next month. Actually, so less than a month, 3 weeks roughly now since I ordered them. But I ordered a few watches from Sharper Looks. They were doing what seems to be a thing that everybody is doing now in terms of like promos, but free items, just pay for shipping. So I got, as you can see here, a few watches. Don't remember if there's one more watch. I thought I ordered 5, but I have 4 here, but I'll double check that anyways. But I did want to just show and give a bit of a review on like what I think initially. I'm doing this on my chair because it's so spontaneous. I don't really inspire the moment for me to do this. I don't care. Remote, get out of the way. Anyways, so all the watches were wrapped up pretty much all together like this and stuffed into that bag. As you can see, I've already tried one on. So this is the first one. I don't remember the names of all of these watches, to be honest. So that's kind of my fault. This might be the McGear. This could be, oh wow, Sweden. There's nothing on this one. And then the Chrono. Let me see if my package actually says what they are. It does not. I have no idea what these are. Let me see if I can get information because I'd like to give you the names of these. Okay. Alright, so I have the names. So the gold one, this is the Digitizer. This one right here, I believe is the Pegasus. This is the Classic Man. And then this is the Lorenzo. Also, I got this in the black, brown, and white. This is in the all black, and then gold, obviously. And then I am missing one watch that I'm hoping to get soon, the Invictus, so that'll be interesting. As you can see, I've opened most of them up. I do want to show how this, they're all basically packaged the same way, that's why I kept one package, and I'll show. This is packaged like this. Don't really know, the rubber band is to keep all of them together up here at the top. That didn't do a great job, but basically at the bottom there's an envelope slit. There's a slit, and there's a little bit of stickiness here, so it keeps it closed, and then you pull it out. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so just going over each of the watches, we're going to start with the Lorenzo. It's very light, looks real nice. It's supposed to be waterproof, so obviously I don't ever plan to swim with it. This is a little interesting. It's got this you kind of see it. It's got a clasp here for the back of it, but it's kind of uneven. You can't. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. Hold on, struggling here. There you go. Yeah, it's just a little uneven there. It's a little disappointing. But as long as it holds, then I really won't complain since you don't see it, but it's just a small thing to note. There is also here on the side where the holes are, there's one hole that's not punctured. I don't think that's a common thing, but so far it's light. It feels nice to the touch on both sides. It feels nice and flexible. It feels like it'll hold well. Give me just a couple moments. I'm gonna put it on, adjust the time, and see how I feel. Well, there you have it, right on my wrist. Please ignore any glare. I'm in my room. There's still that unopened hole. That is actually not my skin. But there it is. I did have a little bit of difficulty getting it through that first strap that you see there, the one that's not adjustable, just because the leather, the material for the band didn't wrap or didn't go through easy because of the way it folded. But I eventually did get it in, and it is now set about a minute or so ahead, I think, if I'm right. Let me see, it's 3:48. It should be 3:40 now, according to the watch. But so far, it does feel nice. It's really hot though, so yeah, that kind of sucks because my wrist is getting a little warm and sweaty, but it feels nice. It seems like it's working fine, which is all I really wanted. It looks nice. It's what I wanted when I ordered this particular color and style of watch. One thing I did notice is that when I did try to change this time, it's super loose, super sensitive. So it does feel a little cheaper in that regard, but for the most part, I'm fairly happy considering in my mind it is a free watch. So I'm going to be a little biased in that sense since I didn't spend the regular money that you probably could have. But then again, I will remain that I will restate that all of these watches are supposed to be fairly, you know, fairly decent in price for what you would pay for a watch, for at least a minimum of like 50, 60 upwards. So I think the most expensive watch I think I ordered was like a 150 possibly. But anyways, so far I don't really have a problem here. All right, on to the next one, the Classic Man. Feels good, very light, a little stiffer here along the bands, but it looks good. It's kind of got like a brassy rose gold finish to it, but it looks good in a lot of ways. Let me go ahead and try it on, see how it goes. Did notice this too has this adjustable point. This one's a little bit cleaner done, but once again, you know, a little like but as long as it holds, right? Watch is set. This one was a lot easier to get on. It feels really nice. Like if I hadn't mentioned earlier, I do like to wear my watches a little loose. Feels really good on me. No real issue with it. Setting the time was very easy. It was not as loose trying to get the time right, so it felt really good. I will notice one small little thing I just picked up on is that the clasp here is metal, but like a silver metal rather than even just coloring it to match the outer face. I'm a little disappointed there, but I mean, it shouldn't be seen too often. So far, I really like the watch. Other things to note is those side areas here. Those are not actually buttons, they're just there for show, along with the bottom, these bottom gauges here. Those are also just for show, so they don't really do anything. Looks nice, and for me, for the most part, I'm fine with it just because I just needed it to be a watch that tells the time. So, so far, I don't have any real issue with it. Perfectly fine. It looks a lot more dressy than it actually is, and I'm perfectly happy with that. Alright, so the Pegasus, featuring the Milanese style band. This is it front and back. Very simple looking. Looks good. This is welded on the back, I believe. Looks pretty good, actually. Nice and cleanly done. Just gonna go ahead and try it on. It feels good. It feels like a real Milanese style wrap. It feels really sturdy, strong, but not too heavy. So yeah, let me go ahead and put this on. And there it is, set to the correct time for me. A little loose, just the way I like it. Feels good. Feels really strong, really sturdy. Changing the time felt like it wasn't cheaply made. Yeah, this so far has been probably the best one in terms of how it felt. Holding it, putting it on, adjusting it, felt really good. Feels a little stiff. Actually, all three of these watches so far have felt a little stiff when putting it on, but you know, Sharper Lux touts these as watches that are made to order. So I'm assuming that probably will just be because they were made to order. So probably as I wear them, they'll probably loosen, unstiffen up. But so far, this was probably from getting it, feeling it, trying it on, adjusting it. This has been the best quality feel one out of the box. As you saw, the Digitizer is the one I had on when I first started recording this. But here we go. All gold watch. Just the back side of it. There's the clasp mechanism. It's all gold except for this little part back here. I mean, even if it's not real gold, you could have spray painted it just to make it all one piece. Unless that's not something you did, or you could just made it gold. But either way, No one's ever going to see that while I'm wearing it, hopefully, so no problem there. Very lightweight, very easy to touch. I did have a concern looking at it about, like, you know, adjustments just in case it was too loose. The good news is it's the perfect amount of looseness when I wear it. Now, one of the things I did note right away off the bat is that's not just how I'm holding it, it's crooked. It's kind of a huge bummer for me just because I'm like, really? It's crooked, and it's crooked in such an obvious way that you'd be an idiot if you couldn't tell. Obviously, free watch, I'm not going to be too much of a stickler on it, but a little disappointing there, regardless, because you're still paying good money for it. Now, I haven't really fiddled with it. Oh, so that's a light. Cool. And then this is to change different things, make the adjustments on it. Oh, wow. I could do a 24-hour 16. Kind of like that. Let me go ahead and set it. Wonder how that's going to be in the actual dark. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's going to work. This is my bed. Okay. I can kind of read it. Yeah, that works. So it's on. There it is. Feels good, lightweight. Just the amount of looseness I like. Obviously, I can still clearly tell that it's not, you know, straight, but let me go ahead. I'll take this off and I'll set it for the camera and watch so that you guys can see as I set it, so you get an idea of how it works. I didn't show tuning these just because, I mean, there's not much intuitiveness into how these are done. Obviously, they're not all done at the same exact time. I always try to push my watches about 2 minutes so ahead. Obviously, I think these two are pretty close. This one's, I think, a little far. They're ahead. But anyways, let me go ahead and set the digitizer. And I actually forgot to mention, so when you're taking the watch off, you're actually gonna, you flick this part up and out, and it just releases off the mechanism here. This little hole, so that's where you puncture it to close it, and you flip it out, and then let's go. And then, alright, so setting the watch. I'm assuming, since this only changes the, you know, time there, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Alarm. Oh, that does change. So this button will change what you're prefacing, or like which part you want to change. Now, I don't want to set an alarm, but I guess I will, just to do it. Okay, I don't want a PM alarm. So do like a 7, 8 in the morning alarm, I guess. And then I don't want to do that. Stopwatch, okay. Let's take a look at the stopwatch. Stopwatch, I'm assuming start, finish, start, stop, reset, okay. If I press this button on, it doesn't do anything. Okay, now, nope. How do I change this part? Stop. Okay, there we go. I don't want to change seconds because I don't know what seconds are. It is currently... I wonder if I just hold this down. Nope, it doesn't change anything. So I have to manually press it. If I try to just hold it down, it'll change it differently. So it is 4 p.m. 2, 3, 4. And it is 4:10, but I'm going to just put you at 11 to be ahead. Oh, the date. What day is it today? I think I already passed it. Fuck. What day is it today? Shit. It's Monday the something. Fuck. Oh, it is the 4th. Nice. Okay, so it is Monday the 4th. Press that again. It is, August. What is that? 9? No, it's September. It is September. So that is 9. And it is actually Monday. And we're good. That's it. What it's set. Alright, so that's actually not bad. Really easy to use. Without even trying to figure out if there are any instructions for it. But there you go. I'm very happy with the watches in general. I think this is probably my favorite watch, and just in terms of what I got and how I initially felt putting it on and just holding it. As you can see though, from what I've shown and what I've said, the other three do have I do have a few gripes, obviously, because they are things I spent money on, and you want the best thing you can get. But for the most part, I don't see any reason to return them. I don't see any reason why I won't wear them. These small things, though, are small imperfections. I'm more than happy to wear what I do have and be thankful for that. Going forward, the reason why I bought so many watches is I did want watches for different occasions. I look at these two probably being very casual watches that I could wear any day. This would probably be just a normal going out watch that I could really wear with any type of outfit. This one would go well with all the times I wear brown, because I like to wear brown too. It's also a little classy and a little dressed up, so I could kind of go business casual with it. I could do that for both, but if you get what I'm saying with the brown one, thank you, because I'm not articulating that. The Milanese is probably one that I would only wear to particular events, soirees, and things like that. Like I'm ever invited to soirees or parties. For example, I'll probably bring this to Vegas next month for my cousin's bachelor party. And then this one in particular is one that I would probably see myself wearing every day. My cousin has one of these that he just wears as a beater every day. So this would kind of be just that normal beater watch that a lot of people tend to have. That's why I'm also okay with it not being particularly perfect, just because I'm like, if I just wore this as a beater, it'd be fine. I would also wear this on the days where I'm just not wearing or feeling the rest of my silver jewelry. So this is an interesting one. Actually, even this, because I do wear a lot of silver and black jewelry. So these two particular watches are going to be better suited for that. I'll talk more about the Invictus Geneva when I finally do get it. But anyways, that's it. That's all on the sharper look watches that I've received. Once again, with even the small little gripes and things I'm nitpicking at, I'm actually very pleased with them. I'll definitely do follow-ups on all the watches as, I wear them. Anyways, thanks for letting me waste so much more of your time, and later I'll